Watch how I simply avoided tons of losses in the market this week on all of these pairs, and this week review clearly shows how patience and discipline avoid you from losses. So starting off, I'll be starting off with AUD card. So AUD card on the weekly time frame, see we were bearish on the weekly time frame and daily time frame bearish. Daily time frame bearish. I was looking for sell from this place, which market rejected, and on this pullback my entry signal and my confluences did not meet exactly what I'm looking out for. So that is why I did not take this trade from here. So as you can see, weekly is bearish. Weekly is bearish. This is the lower low. This is the lower high. So on this pullback, waiting for more like a test on the lower time frame here, which is the daily time frame. To look for rejection here. We actually have the rejection. So on this week pullback, did not get a clean entry signal, so that is why I did not enter the trade on the lower time frame, and that is how I avoided much of this consolidation. But there is still possibility that it will still push up, because I actually drew this during my weekly analysis. So this is a pattern, and this is also the same pattern kind of forming here. So what I was anticipating for price to reject here, although it happened here, rejected half the move. So it actually rejected here, but the move did not dish out the move, rather I consolidated around here. So moving on to the next pair, we have Euro CHF. So Euro CHF, I was looking for more like a rejection candle here to sell. We pull back, we never rejected, and never took the trade. So price came to this place, gave a clean entry signal, but if you look to the left, whenever price approach this place, come down, normally rejects. Price came down here, rejects, came down here, rejects, came down here, reject. So it's likely to happen here. So that is why I did not enter the trade, and behold, exactly what happened to the left hand side happened here. So price came down here, reject, instead of breaking here and to create the new lower low. So that is why I did not enter this trade. So trade 2 avoided loss. So Euro NZD is also a very massive loss avoided here. So although I was looking for more like a pullback than rejection to buy this market, but it's clear on the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, we are bullish on the 4-hour time frame. We're bullish on the 4-hour time frame. So this was the higher high, and this was the higher low. So let me draw it. This was the higher high, and this was the higher low. So waiting for markets to retrace back to this place. Retrace back to this place before I buy, but market did not get to this place here. So rather more like rejected before the zone, and that was why I did not look for my entry signal, because I waited for it. It actually created another higher high here, another higher high here, another higher low here. So I waited for it to come down here. So behold, when it came down here, it broke and need it to be bearish, lower low and lower high. So, but it's not a bad entry to take from here because the weekly and the daily are already bullish, so I don't need the forward to be bullish. So during the consolidation here, I did not get an entry here on the lower time frame, no shift of structure. So if you move down to the 30-minute time frame, see the 30-minute time frame never shifted structure. This is the lower low on the 30-minute time frame. This is the lower low and this is the lower high. And before I take the trade, I need it to break above to shift the structure, telling me that it's going up, that buyers are interested in the market. More like pull back and look for entry and continue the buy, but back market did not show its hand first, so that is why I did not take this trade. So this is the third loss avoided, and moving on to NZD USD. NZD USD also is a massive loss avoided. So I'm looking for to sell from here, which I got everything I needed, the shift of structure and everything I needed, but when I go to my checklist and I check everything, it did not give me my A plus or B plus setup, so rather it was giving me D plus setup, so that is why I did not take the trade here. If it was before, I would have taken it and taken this loss, but for me to be disciplined and following my trading plan made me to avoid this loss. So moving on to CAD JPY. So CAD JPY also, I avoided this loss, waiting for rejection here to sell. They were bearish, it was the lower low, it was the lower high, so price pulled back to this area of interest. The price have rejected it once, twice, more like a third time. So I'm waiting for pullback here for rejection to sell. So when market got to this place, actually gave a rejection hanging on. So I'm waiting for this candle to continue and fill it, but did not give me an entry signal on the lower time frame. So that is why I did not take this trade. Moving on to NZD-CHF. So NZD-CHF is also a loss avoided. Looking for pullback here to give me rejection to sell. So price came to this place, never gave any rejection, rather it turned bullish, which is good. So this week I'll be waiting for pullback to this place here, to this zone, to continue the buy to the upside. So but that will be explained on my next weekly forecast analysis. So this is another one, loss avoided. You see how I've been avoiding losses. I avoided tons of losses this week. So this one is another one, and price was already here with this rejection candle. You see down to the downside, you see that this is Friday candle, but I was waiting for more pullback to this area of interest. You see this is not yet at the area of interest, so I waited for it here. It did not come to this place here. I did not take this trade, rather rejected, because whenever we are here, the body of the candlestick have to close inside here before I'll be interested in the trade. So you see, whenever we are here, it serves as resistance. Whenever we are here, it serves as support, serves as support, serves as resistance, support, more like support. You see, if price did not get to that place, I will not take it. Something like this that happened here. You see, it happened here exactly. It did not get to this place. You see, it rally gets here before you have the push. So that's why we're waiting for price to get to that zone here first before I look for my entry to take the trades to this resistance zone. So price did not come back to this zone, and I did not take the trade. So we move on to Euro JPY. So Euro JPY is an interesting one, and I'm really glad I'm explaining this. So you see, if you check on the left hand side, this is a very strong area of interest. We serve as resistance here, we serve as resistance, serve as resistance, we serve as support here. You see, serve as support here, like a minor support. But you see, we now turn bullish on the pullback. The pullback, price is not close inside here, price close below here. And whenever we are below, what do? We serve as resistance to take the trade down. So what did I wait for? This was Friday candle. If you look down, this was Friday candle. So when Monday candle open, I know I will not enter the trade there. So I was waiting for a mini on the 4-hour time frame. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame, explain better. So on the 4-hour time frame, Friday closed around here. So I'm waiting for more like a push, a minor push that will create a higher high, because this was the lower low and this was the lower high on the 4-hour time frame. So if 4-hour time frame should break here, it will now be higher high, higher low. So on this pullback, I'll look for my entry here and sell. But price rallied up, give more push. So during this pullback, price did not get here. This pullback did not get here. So I did not take the trade. If this pullback might have come here, give me rejection like the way it did here on this place, I would have taken it for a short sell, for a short buy to this place. But price did not came to this zone. So but towards the ending of the week, that was when price came back without creating a new higher high, rejected with a wick. You see, rejected with a wick, rejected with a wick without creating a new higher high. So this is the higher high, this is the higher low on the daily time frame. So whatever price does here without breaking any place, we are still bullish. All this structure you are seeing here is called internal market structure. So that is that. And DPP never retraced back. DPP never retraced back. So I'm waiting for a pullback. No, yes, I'm waiting for a pullback here. Sorry, I'm waiting for a pullback here. It was Monday. Yes, this was Friday. This was Friday candle. So I'm waiting for a pullback here to buy. So lately, because you see this zone price have respected it multiple times in the past. So we are kind of more like on the daily resistance zone. So I'm waiting for a pullback here to buy. So immediately price open on Monday, price rallied up without a pullback. So this week I'm still waiting for something like this, more like a pullback here to continue the buy. But this is all-time high. This is all-time high on GJ. So price has never reached here or in the past. We check even on the weekly time frame. Price have never reached here in the past. Okay, it has. And the last time we did was when? The last time we did was in 2008, a very long time. So it's more likely to reject back or break, have a clean retest and continue the buy. So that is that. And let me know in the comment section if you've actually fucking alarm, if you've actually missed tons of trades like this in the past, and what was your take on it, and how you learned more from it. So all my video are all about improving my trading skills. And if you resonate with my video, growing yourself to be a profitable trader, so you can like, you share, you comment, let's grow together. So thank you very much, and see you guys in the next video.